morning, my dear children. Hope you all are doing fine. Children, today we are going to start, as you can see on the board, very important topic of your grammar that is going to play very important role when you are going to speak English. So children, the topic is the tense. So what exactly tense is? What do you mean by tense? Yes, tense is all about time. Time of what? Time of action. So children, on the timeline we have divided tense into three parts. So present time, we are in this present time. Past, that has been past, and future, that is about to come. So on timeline we have divided 10 into three parts: past, present and future. Okay, so this is the main category of our tense. We have divided time, that has been past, present, that is going on, and future, that is about to come. So children, after that we have divided each and every tense into four subcategories. Past simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous, simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Future, simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future continuous. So in this way we have 3 into 4, 12 tense in all. So we must be aware about the helping verbs that we are going to use in all these types of verbs. So children, that we will learn with the help of PPTs. So I think you all are aware how many types of tense we are going to learn about? 12. Major category, past, present, future. Subcategories, this and that is why we have 12 tense with us. Now in detail we will be learning about all the tenses. Okay dear students, now you all are aware how many types of tenses do we have with us. In all we have 12 tenses, children, and we know all about the categories of subcategories of tenses. So we have with us simple tense, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So one by one we will be learning about all these tenses. Okay, so first of all let us start with simple tense. Simple present tense. We will be talking about present tense. Simple present tense tells us about habitual action, like my father reads newspaper every day. Universal truth. The sun rises in the east. So simple present tense we use to show habitual action, universal truth, life commentary also goes on simple present tense. So this is the structure for affirmative, where do we do not use negative sentence. Subject plus V1 as or es plus object. Example, I eat an apple. He eats an apple. So now you must be thinking, ma'am, here eat and here eats. Why so? So children, with third person singular, he, she, it or any single name, in simple present tense we are going to use s or es with first form of the verb. So eat, eats, go, goes. He goes to, I go to park, he goes to park every day. So here with he, third person singular, we are going to add s or es in first form of the verb. Okay children, so this is your affirmative. This is the structure of your affirmative simple present tense. Now let us move to negative. We have two helping verbs with us for making negative: do, does. Again question arises where to use do and does. Same bachcho, third person singular. He, she, it or any single name, we are going to use does for making negative. And rest places do. See example, I do not eat an apple. I do not. With he, not eat. So this eats, we are going to change it eat, and we are going to add does. Okay? He does not eat an apple. Now same with interrogative, simple present. We make questions with do or does. Where to use do and does? I think you all are aware. Third person singular, does. And rest places, do. Okay. Do I eat an apple? Question mark. Does he eat an apple? Question mark. So this is your simple, this is the structure of your simple present tense. Affirmative, negative and interrogative. Fine. So we know that it shows habitual action, universal truth. If we are going to deliver live commentary, so we use simple present tense. Now let us move towards simple past. So as you all are aware about past. Past means that something happened sometime back or yesterday. So what is the structure? Subject, we do, second form of the verb, an object. I ate an apple. He ate an apple. So with all the subjects, we are going to use we do. No need to take care of that subject. Like first person, second person, third person, no. So with all subjects, we are going to use we do, second form of the verb. Okay, so this is the structure of affirmative sentence. Children, you need to keep in your mind that simple past affirmative sentence, we use we do, second form of the verb, but not in others. So we use did for making negative and for interrogative as well. So I did not, and we will convert this second form into first form. If we are adding did, so we are going to convert this second form of the verb into first form of the verb. Okay, I did not eat an apple. He did not eat an apple. Okay children, what it is here? So it is we1 here, not the second form of the verb. So sometimes we commit mistake that you just put you used it and you are using the second form again. No. Okay, so now interrogative. Did I eat an apple? Sign of interrogation. Okay, so this is the structure of your simple past. We use simple past to show action that happened in past. Okay, I went to zoo yesterday. I visited market yesterday. So this is your affirmative, negative and interrogative, all the three types of sentences. Now let us move towards future. I shall go to market tomorrow. So for showing future, if you want to that I am going to do this in future, then I will be showing with the help of simple future tense. This is the structure: subject, will, either will or shall plus V1 plus object. Now again question arises where to use will and where to use shall. So children, shall with I and we can use both, either will or shall, we can use both. But with rest places we use will only. Like you shall, no beta, we are going to use you will. Okay, I shall eat an apple, he will eat an apple. वो खाएगा. I am talking about future. Subject plus will, shall, not. This is a negative structure. Subject, will, shall plus not plus object. He will not eat an apple. I shall not eat an apple. Okay, so we are going to add not. No any other helping verb needs to put. Now shall I, when we want to make interrogative, so we are going to start with shall or will. Sentence we are going to start either with shall or will. Shall I eat an apple? Will he eat an apple? Okay, so sign of interrogation. So this is all about your simple tense. Now let us move towards continuous tense. Well children, now let us understand the continuous tense. As the name suggests, this work is in progress. So we can also say progressive tense. So one by one we will future continuous. So when I want to talk about present, so I am teaching. Yesterday I was teaching you. Tomorrow I will be teaching you. Okay, so in this we are going to use verb plus ing. Go, going, walk, walking. So okay, so we are going to use ing form of the verb. Okay children, so let us start with present continuous. So whenever our action is going on in present, like I am teaching, I am writing a letter. So this is the structure. Subject is and are according to the subject. For singular is, for plural are, and for I am. Okay. After that, verb B1 ing plus subject. I am writing a letter. He is writing a letter. Okay, so this is for affirmative. Now let us move to negative sentence. Subject was verb, not that ing form, and object. I am not writing a letter. He is not writing a letter. So we are going to add not after helping verb. After that, interrogative, when we want to ask a question. So, am I writing a letter? Are you writing a letter? Is he writing a letter? So, this is the structure. We are going to start with helping verb, subject, then verb, then object. So, this is our present continuous tense. Present continuous tense we use to show action that is in progress, in present time. Now, let us move past continuous. So, what are the helping verb we use? Was, verb. For singular, was. For plural, verb. And the rest of the structure is same. Okay, I was writing a letter. So, here we are going to talk about the action that was happening sometime back. Okay, we are going to talk about past. They were playing. Now same negative, we are going to add not after helping verb. I was not writing a letter. They were not playing. After that, interrogative, again we are going to start a sentence with helping verb. Was I writing a letter? Were they playing? And sign of interrogation. So past continuous tense children we use to show any action that was happening at some point in past. Okay. Now future continuous. Future continuous. Future continuous tense we use to show if the action is going to take place in future. That I will be teaching you. Tomorrow I will be teaching you notice writing. So, will be, shall be, and we all are aware where will and shall. I think you all are aware. I have told you about will and shall. So, with I and we can use both will and shall be. But rest of the places we use will. So, subject will be, either will be, shall be plus V1 ing form. I shall be writing a letter. They will be playing. After that, will not be. Not का use हमें will be not नहीं करना है. Where we need to. In negative sentences, children, we are going to put not between will and be. Okay, we are going to separate them and we will put not in between these two words. Will not be, shall not be. I shall not be writing a letter. They will not be playing. Same with interrogative. Will, after that subject, then be, then a verb. Okay. So, will I be writing a letter? Okay. So, again we are going to separate shall be, will be with subject. We are going to use subject between shall and be. So, So this is all about our continuous tense. When we want to show that action is in progress, it is going on, we use the continuous tense. So children, in next lecture we will be discussing about perfect tense and perfect continuous tense. If you have any doubt, you can take during your online classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.